on feet. Let's go.
Looking good, MP.
MP, you're about to go off.
Up next, the Knicks taking on the Nuggets. For the Knicks, the first half of this season was about putting the league on notice. Hello and welcome. We're ready to get the week off to a great start. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForest. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play.
Look for Denver. Gordon, he's checked in for Brown. Watson comes in for Jamal Murray. And Strother's subbed in for Westbrook. Well, tonight is a huge game. These are two of the best in the league. And MP has total focus on one thing, helping his team come up with a statement win.
Look, you got to give MP props with the way he's gone about these matchups. He made his goals public, which put a target on his back and fueled the opposition. But MP has met the challenge with fire so far, and he's undefeated in those matchups.
On the court right now for the Knicks, OG Anunoby out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Tiny in at the 4. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
There's 45 seconds left in the first. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Jordan's checked in for the Nuggets. Murray comes in for Michael Porter. A big group substitution here for New York. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Achua comes in for Hart. McBride, he's checked in for Anunoby. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Bridges. On the wing, Murray. Brunson defending. Pass to Gordon. To snap the cold streak. Got a hand on it. And that'll be Denver's ball as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets able to keep possession here. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter.
They're amped up on D, contesting everything.
Here's Tiny. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Josh Hart getting it done for the New York Knicks. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. Jalen Brunson is out there with Miles McBride. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Precious Achiuwa. And it's Tiny in at the 4. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A., because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Murray from outside. Counted from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5. Consecutive buckets.
To the middle. Here's Gordon. And it's New York with a rebound. And this is a very difficult team to beat right now. 13 straight wins.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson for the Nuggets. Porter Jr. comes in for Jordan. And it's Westbrook in for Strother. Hart's checked in for New York. Bridges comes in for McBride. Gordon, no good on the free throw. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks, guys. The Knicks went all in this summer, trading with their rivals, the Brooklyn Nets, for Mikal Bridges. In reuniting a core that won collegiate championships together, they hope to replicate that success at this level. And now with perhaps the league's top defensive wing tandem, they'll have a chance.
A big-time move. Shams, appreciate the report. Here's Gordon. Rebounded by Tiny. Tiny's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
That one's good for 2. Tiny's got 16 points now.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Gordon outside. Westbrook outside. Left side Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Watson. Over Hart. And again, Denver no good.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Tiny, no good. Nuggets trail by 17. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
The Knicks have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Here's Tiny. Bounces high off the rim and drops. He's got 18.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A different look for Denver. Jokic is checked in for Watson, and Strother's subbed in for Jamal Murray. Towns, he's checked in for New York. Anunoby comes in for Brunson. Out to the right wing. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. By himself. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow, the long reach of Cat. When he grabs for the ball, it's over.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. 1:33 left in the half. Well, Grant, you are an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot. And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And here we go, the Knicks in transition. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Aaron Gordon fits perfectly with this team because of his lunch pail approach. Coach Michael Malone said, I think Aaron Gordon is a prime example of somebody who's truly selfless. He does the dirty work for us, and a lot of times he doesn't get the credit he deserves. Brian, not today.
That's right. Good call, Allie. Thank you. Back to Gordon. Pass to Westbrook. Jokic with a screen on Bridges. For three, Westbrook. And again, it's Denver missing.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
That's a great feed by Cat. Those assist numbers have improved big time over the years.
30 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Westbrook, the pass to Jokic. Fades back. Hart pulls it in.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Bridges passes to Tiny. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Tiny's got 26 points.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And so it's the New York Knicks with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the New York Knicks.
I mean, when you go inside and impose your will this way, you're delivering a gut punch.
Yeah, there's a... Okay, let's take a moment now to celebrate our Players of the Week. The Eastern Conference winner, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Not a lot of room. Here's Tiny. And yep, it's good. And he's got 28 now.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A., it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Here's Tiny. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Tiny's got 30.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Pass to Jokic. Porter with it. Jokic with a screen on Brunson. Westbrook, the pass to Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
He is just an excellent pick-and-roll option. Jokic always uses his high basketball IQ to find and execute the right play. Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. 1:25 left in the third. Murray inside. He's against Bridges. Murray, no good. For New York, they've gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third.
You can tell he's feeling it. Hasn't missed a single shot all quarter.
The Nuggets have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. And then Porter with the dunk.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Watson passes to Murray. Clock at 6. Gordon outside. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's Tiny. And he lays it up and in. Tiny's got 39.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Murray. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. They set the screen. Shoots. The shot off that time.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And so it's New York with an almost surefire victory here, up 32 at the end of the quarter and dominating. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. So on the floor for the Knicks, we've got Campaign. He's out there with Miles McBride. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Precious Achiuwa. And it's Tiny in at the 4-man spot. Good work there as it goes. Tiny's got 41.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Here's Westbrook. And it's New York with a rebound.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Good on the shot.
And he's finding the bottom of the net consistently. Porter Jr. is scoring with ease.
Here's Tiny, defended by Gordon. Tiny. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the lay-in. Tiny's got 45 points.
He's been doing this for them all game. I mean, just staying alert and taking advantage of every opportunity.
And he's back-to-back games like this. He is on a tear, competing with every ounce of energy he's got.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Creative at the rim, giving the fans their money's worth.
The Nuggets have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Pass to Strother. Westbrook taking his time here. Up top, Porter. Here's Strother. Westbrook outside. For 3, Gordon. It's hauled in by Robinson.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
The 11-footer. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Tiny's got 49 in the game.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Doris, think about Russell Westbrook's career. All-time NBA leader in triple-doubles.
BA, there is so much to admire about Russell Westbrook, but I'm going to begin with something that I think is undervalued, and that's his willingness as a great player to play hard every single night on both ends of the floor. Tough, competitive, and skilled. He's a Hall of Famer.
And that one falls for Westbrook. And what you love about this Denver offense, Grant, by and large, they take good shots.
Oh, they do. Top 5 in field goal percentage over the last 5 seasons. And a lot of that is Jokic delivering the ball to the right guy at the right time.
Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
Pass to Brown. Jokic the screen. Murray, no good. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 12-3 run. Driving inside, and good! There's another!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Here's Westbrook. Outside Porter. Back to Westbrook. Let's go with a 3. The shot comes out.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Porter's shot is off.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Knicks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Tiny.
I think his biggest contribution may have been on the boards. He kept plays alive and denied second chances.
Porter gets the bucket.
Just an uncanny ability to make shots from the corner. Porter Jr. using his skill set.
Good. He hits again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Outside Murray. From the arc. Another miss by Porter. And here's New York now. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. And the shot goes down.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Here's Tiny. Oh, Another one falls.
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time. Now Westbrook. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. So long, everybody.
Huge moment on the show today as I am ready to unveil.
Way to bring the effort tonight.
I gotta get up early tomorrow to wait in line for some barbecue. No overtime tonight, okay?
Let's get after it, MP.
Hey, MP. It's your world. We just live it.
And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA. All right, Greg, here we are on the day before Thanksgiving, a very special time of the year. Any favorite Thanksgiving traditions or foods for you or your family?
Oh, Kevin, I'm
He's checked in for New York. We've seen it already this season. MP has an elevated intent to win. Anytime he's matched up against one of the league's power teams. You know what? He loves these kind of challenges.
And let's give MP credit. He has walked the walk. The tougher the competition's been, the better they've been. This team is behind MP all the way, and the leadership he provides, they're not afraid of anybody.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Tiny out there with Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Pass to Exum. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Davis. It's blocked. Hart the pass to Tiny. Good on the bucket. Tiny's got 8.
Well, team on his mind first. Hart not hesitating to give that ball up.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
Now, sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning. And now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games.
And Gafford throws it down.
Well-timed pass and strong finish from Gafford.
Here's Tiny. He's guarded by Davis. 36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And the basket by Tiny.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Here's Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You tried to guard Kyrie without fouling, and that is a challenge unto itself. So nimble with the ball and that shifty handle.
The first free throw is good, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Washington's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Caleb Martin comes in for Davis. Klay Thompson is checked in for Marshall. Christie subbed in for Exum. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Tiny. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Outside Irving. No good with the layup.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Knicks lead by 2. We're back after this from American Airlines Center. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Well, the attack can come from a lot of ways, either execution or by just getting on the bounce and driving it in, and that's where they've been very effective tonight.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. And one forward, Thompson. And the other forward, Washington. Kyrie Irving is out there with Christie. And it's Powell in at the 5 spot. I'm told now by our producers, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, after their three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals, the Mavericks have addressed that shortcoming in a major way, acquiring one of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Klay is eager for a fresh start and an opportunity, I'm told, to add another ring to his championship resume. This should be a match made in heaven.
Without a doubt. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Knicks leading by 8. Here's Tiny. chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by McBride. Irving finds Washington. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Washington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Tiny. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Irving passes to Powell. Here's Thompson. The 3. Payne grabs the board. Here's Tiny. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And a wide open look for Irving. Off target from outside.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
To the inside, here's Washington, and then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, what a nice find by Kyrie that time, balancing his offensive attack.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Powell. Anthony Davis comes in for Washington. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Dante Exum in for Christie. The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The Knicks shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. And the shot goes in.
In a league of guys who are extremely long, AD still stands out.
New York with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Tiny. He's guarded by Davis. The shot by Tiny, no good. Mavericks trail by 12. Down low. And it's Davis with the jam.
Great little stuff there from Davis to finish things off.
For New York, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now. And there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Tiny. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Knicks out front, up 5. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hey, folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the New York Knicks.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through the net, you could see their confidence growing. All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Looking at the Knicks, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What can you say? Tiny and impressive effort here today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there.
He's checked in for Marshall. Then for the Knicks, Tiny comes in for Josh Hart. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. 6-point lead. It's Davis on the wing. It's rebounded by New York. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Achua is out there with Tiny. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Bridges in at the 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Christie. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
We all know how devastating Kyrie can be scoring the basketball, but very encouraging to see how he's trying to set up his teammates as a playmaker right here.
And Davis sends it back. Here's Christie, defended by McBride. Floats it up for Davis. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Davis sends it back.
Look at the defense on display there from Davis. Lines up the shot, and with perfect timing, swats it away. Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Here's Tiny. He drains the quick shot. Tiny's got 35 in the game. Here's Irving. He's got 18. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pulls up on the elbow, and Davis can't get it to go.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
That evens the score. And it's 37 points for Tiny.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside Irving. Off target at the rim. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got P.J. Washington, Christie is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Thompson. And it's Prosper in at the 4 slot. And here is Irving. To the middle. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Over McBride. The shot by Thompson, no good.
He may not be the strongest inside presence, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Here's Tiny. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Mavericks trailing. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Thompson from long range. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 8 now on the night. Here's Tiny. Lays it up and banks it in. Tiny's got 41.
I mean, he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
To the paint. Thompson passes to Washington. Got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. 6 on the shot clock. Prosper misses. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass to Kolek. Here's Tiny. He's covered by Washington. And the basket by Tiny. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for New York.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
So both teams making some changes here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. Now, with this game up for grabs, Coach told his guys to think positive. He said, "We know this game is ours, fellas. We've earned it. I need you to show me right now that you want this." Can they get it done? We'll see, guys.
Thank you, David.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
I'll take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Here's Tiny. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Tiny. Great tee that time from Davis.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
And it's Tiny with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Outside Irving. And the layup falls. Irving's got 12 points here in the second half.
Appreciate the mentality of Kyrie at this point, embracing the moment. He'll take the big shot.
Here's Tiny. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. 45 points for Tiny. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
The Knicks with the lead. Elbow shot. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Robinson's not going to waste that chance. The big man with a high percentage shot.
And so it's Irving who brings it up for Dallas. And Gafford throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And the basket by Tiny.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Irving can't hit.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Drives to the hoop. And the shot goes in. Tiny's got 49 points in the game.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
For the screen on Brunson. Irving from long range. Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Great feed there by Jalen Brunson, a terrific facilitator.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving for three. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Robinson with the block.
Well, the ferociousness that Robinson can have around the rim is impressive.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game.
Well, if you're a basketball player, through your entire basketball life, you're going to hear coaches harp on you about free throws. It seems like Brunson has heard those messages loud and clear.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And here are the Knicks now. 8-point game. Here's Tiny. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Tiny's got 55.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
On the money. And it's a 12-point Knicks lead, so no problem for New York as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.
MP got the job done tonight, as usual.
So how you feeling about your recent play?
Not gonna lie, Coach, I feel pretty good.
So do we, which is why we think you're ready to run with the starters.
Coach, you playing with me?
Oh, my gosh, that's great. I've been looking forward to this opportunity.
Now, remember when I told you this is a big boy league, MP?
Mm-hmm.
When the coaches make a move like this, it puts us in the crosshairs. It puts Cliff in the...
nicest fans we've seen yet. Make sure you disappoint them.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
The Timberwolves were all business as they came through the tunnel, determined to give their fans a reason to celebrate tonight. Hello, and here we go. It's Thursday night in the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. And Grant, by now, many of the questions we had coming into the season have been answered.
Oh, no question, B.A. But it's still a long way to go. We know how much can change over the course of a season, so I wouldn't be surprised if a contender or two has yet to emerge.
And MP's made no secret that one of his main focuses this season is taking down the top teams in the league. His motivation in games like this has been clear.
And we all know the phrase, don't poke the bear. But MP's trying to make a nice bear skin rug. But seriously, we have seen MP step up big time. He doesn't appear to be intimidated one bit.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Tiny in at the center spot. Conley with the ball, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Randall against Hart. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, excellent work in pick and roll. Now, Randall looking crafty at creating for himself there. You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Pass to Gobert. Rebounded by Tiny. The Knicks have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Another shot. And Gobert with a block.
Nice play by Gobert, providing elite rim protection for over a decade.
McDaniels inside. Anunoby covering. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. And that one good.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead. Holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Yeah, Gobert making good on the threat of his height and length. Just hammering it down.
That's about as good a job you can do as a defender. Affect the shot and grab and secure the rebound.
Conley passes to Gobert. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup and stand while Edwards has pushed back. It hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
New York making a switch here. Chua's checked in. Here's Randall. It's tipped. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Well, Tiny in their last game against the Bulls was a man on a mission. He picked up 38 points, and as you might expect, he was usually first up to clear the boards, hauling in those loose balls for the squad. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Here's Edwards. The rebound by Bridges.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Back to Conley. And it's New York with a rebound. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. So on the floor for New York, Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Tiny in at the 5. Conley passes to McDaniels. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Well, look, you want to put your guys in a position to succeed. McDaniels is more comfortable operating off the catch than he is initiating. Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, a big story this summer was Jalen Brunson signing a team-friendly extension, leaving an unprecedented amount of money on the table, but providing the Knicks with the opportunity to lock in this tight-knit core and contend in the East at the highest levels for years to come.
A team to be reckoned with. Shams, thank you for the report. And Stan, after they traded for Rudy Gobert, it took some time for the Wolves to gel.
It did, Brian. He's a unique player, and it's a process. But obviously, a 14-win improvement last season, they have found their identity as a defensive juggernaut.
When Gobert is close like that, you know he's going to try and ram it through.
Here's Tiny, defended by Gobert. Here's Tiny, and he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Brunson against Conley. Up top, Randall. Right side, McDaniels to the paint. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Tiny. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Tiny's got 8 here in this quarter.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots, and you build the lead.
To the inside. 2 on the clock. Oh, Gobert rocking the rim.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And so it's New York, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. More 2K action in just a moment.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And for that game against the Pelicans, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that,
And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the New York Knicks.
It's all been gravy, baby, and I know all the flavors of gravy. Movement, finding good looks, and shooting the ball at a high clip.
Yeah, beautiful execution at the offensive end. They're in firm control of this game from that standpoint, guys.
How many kinds of gravy are there?
There's barbecue, there's pineapple,
Pineapple
there's
gravy.
orange.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Outside Edwards. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Outside McDaniels. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Nice shot by Tiny.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Knicks leading by 14. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists tonight.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
Here's Conley. It's deflected. Here's Tiny, guarded by Edwards. Here's Tiny. No good with the elbow jumper.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Knicks have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Stan, a late first-round pick in 2020. Jaden McDaniels, one of the top young two-way players in the league.
Well, Brian, last season he was rewarded with a big money extension. His play tailed off just a bit, but still a key player for them moving forward.
Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Anunoby. Pass to Gobert. Rudy, a monster inside.
Well, Gobert understands how to capitalize off these sets. Great movement by him after setting the screen.
Here's Tiny, and he dunks it down.
Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Randle, the pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Here's Randle. Takes the 3. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Tiny, driving to the basket. Good D by Gobert.
Well, he changed his shot on the approach, and he threw him off. He might have been trying to draw a foul.
Here's Tiny. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Tiny's got 34.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Randle. And it's New York with a rebound. Hart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Nice shot by Tiny. Tiny's got 36 points.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
Outside McDaniels from deep. Minnesota again missing. Knicks leading by 17. Nice shot by Tiny. Tiny's got 38 points.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Randall. 26 seconds left in the 3rd. Back to Daniels. There's the triple. Rebounded by Tiny. Tiny's got rebound number 8 now. Bridges outside. Here's Tiny. Good on the bucket. He's got 40 now.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
And so it's the New York Knicks. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. Their efficiency has been off the charts. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guards. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And there have been 2 very... It seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
On the court right now for the Knicks, we've got Achua. Miles McBride is out there with Cameron Payne. Then it's Josh Okogie, and it's Tiny in at the 4 spot. Here's Randall. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Nice shot by Tiny.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area, huh?
And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for Minnesota. The Knicks pull it in. Payne's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Tiny. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Pass to Gobert. It's McDaniels on the wing. Gobert with a screen on Achua. McDaniels from long range. And here's Randall. Back to Gobert. Deflected. Here's Tiny. Chalk up 2 there. Tiny's got 46. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for New York?
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
The kick out to Conley. Shot clock at 5. Edwards for 3. Rebounded by Tiny. New York has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range.
And let's face it, this one was never...
Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. There's a minute 12 left in the 4th quarter. The shot by Conley, no good. Knicks shooting an even 50% since the 4th quarter got underway. Here's Tiny. And Another one.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Here's Randall. Outside Conley. Back to Randall to end the run. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randall. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Pass to Tiny. Here's the teardrop. Another one falls. Amazing.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Outside Conley. Now McDaniels. Inside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gobert. Rebounded by Tiny. And the basket is good. Tiny's got 54 points.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the...
Great win tonight, MP.
Good game, MP.
I told you. Once you make the starting lineup, we're in the endorsement game. Great choice.
Yo, I cannot believe I'm getting... Yo, I appreciate all this, man. You putting in work, bro.
Come on, man. That's what you pay me for. This ain't no charity. I'm here to help you maximize your brand. Nothing left on the table.
Hey, respect, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
this
no
is
doubt.
major, man.
No doubt.
All right.
MP, it's an honor. I'm Chris Matthews. Welcome to the Art of Shooting.
What's up, Chris? I heard you're the best shooting coach around, and I'm trying to work on getting to my spots, so... Chris, what's up?
Yo, MP, you ready to...
What's up, MP?
MP, you're about to go off.
Shaking, MP. Surprisingly loud crowd tonight. This should be a good one. Ain't ready, MP.
So, Doris, for a coaching staff, what's the best approach to the second game of a back-to-back?
For me, Kevin, a back-to-back is about two things. It's about maturity, one, but you also have to manage both games. Look at the minutes of the first game and try to balance them in the second game, particularly when you're talking about your veterans.
And tonight's game gives MP a chance to continue one of his goals he set for himself, being a thorn in the side of the best teams in the NBA.
And no doubt anymore that MP wasn't making a false claim, right? They've been handling the best competition in the league with ease. They're a team that looks built for the pressure of the postseason.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We got Josh Hart. Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Tiny, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's New York with it. The Thunder making the shot. Good on the shot.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from three. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
Here's Tiny, and again it's New York.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Outside, Dort. Pass to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Oh, J-Dub rising to the rim. We see him, Mr. Williams.
Here's Tiny. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. This, their first look at this year's New York squad.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Tiny in the last game against Utah was all business. He had 44 points, and he was dominant at the offensive end with a high field goal percentage as well. That stat line was really unbelievable. It's something you really had to see to appreciate. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
And the shot is good.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Here's Tiny, following the score by Oklahoma City. No good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Williams inside. Brunson covering. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Here's Tiny. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Tiny's got 14 points.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Incredible focus there by SGA. The ability to absorb contact and continue through it.
Here's Tiny. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. That one goes in.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
The layup off target. Here's Tiny. It'll count. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play.
Tough call there with the naked eye. Fortunately, the league's replay center able to slow it down, zoom in, and check all the angles.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
A free-flowing first. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just... getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Jang. Chad Holmgren comes in for Kenrich Williams. Williams, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe. Here's Tiny. He's guarded by Williams. And he comes up with the deuce. 20 points for Tiny.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. And the forwards will be Bridges and Hart. Jalen Brunson out there with Cameron Payne. And it's Tiny in at the center, filling out the middle. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And those long strides allow Holmgren to get to the rim with only one or two dribbles.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. You know, David, he is fearless. And the basket by Tiny.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Outside, Dort. Outside, Williams. Holmgren wide open. The offensive rebound. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Tiny grabs the board. Tiny's got his fourth rebound in this one.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Basket good.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Williams, a screen on Bridges. From the stripe. The shot by Williams, no good. New York's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Shoots from 14, and that one good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19 points.
Well, you just get to your spot and rise and fire. The confident pull-up from Mr. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Bridges a screen on Dort, and he drives in, and he gets it again. Shot good from Tiny. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. New York ahead as they end the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And we'll be back with you right after this.
Hey, everybody. First off, let's take a gander at what's been happening on the trading block.
Trading for someone like Zach LaVine shows initiative. This team wants to be competitive. He's a talented scorer, explosive finisher, and you get the feeling we haven't yet seen the best of him. Very.
Now let's change gears back to the New York Knicks, who find themselves in a tightly contested ball game.
They've controlled the pace, and it's been fast. Getting out in the open court.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What can you say? Tiny, an impressive effort here today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
Both Jalen and Jalen Williams are out there. One at the 3, the other at the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Holmgren in at the 4 spot. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half with. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
For New York, they have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
And he has been on another level this past month, getting Eastern Conference Player of the Month. Tiny.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Holmgren can't hit. The Knicks leading by 4. Here's Tiny. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
How good was Zach? Felt the taller defender on him, gave a little extra burst, and that's all it took.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Thunder. And the Thunder with the possession here. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Pass to Caruso. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Brunson.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Tiny, and that one is hammered home.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
That's just outstanding floor awareness from Jalen Brunson. It doesn't matter if he's at the 1 or the 2. He always makes the right play.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 22.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Doris, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, 2-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
Tiny, and he lays it straight in. Tiny's got 48.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau team, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, DA. Good, that's another bucket.
Once again, he's hit the 50-point mark as he continues to be a force of nature. This season.
This performance, GA, has tied him for 3rd most 50-point games in a season. He keeps just delivering one great performance after another.
I can't believe he has matched Kobe's 10 games of 50 points. Just shows the level of greatness we are witnessing this season.
From 18 feet away, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around to halt the run. Excellent D there from Tiny. And so it's the New York Knicks. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. Back to the action in just a minute. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
Everybody hang tough. Now look, we got to tighten up our defense down here. Keep them off the line. Move your feet. Concentrate on your body position.
And Tom Thibodeau wanting his team to maintain that aggressive defensive stature. But be really smart about it, too, and I can see that.
Yeah, they're stopping the shot, but then you're sending the guy to the line. That's not going to help you on the scoreboard.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Jack. Holmgren comes in for Williams. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe. And the Thunder with the possession here. Nobody near Williams. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Tiny. Good D by Holmgren.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Knicks leading by 8. Here's Tiny. And he uses the glass on the layup. Tiny's got 54 points.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right. Right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Second chance shot. Dort against Brunson. Here's Tiny. It's good. And it's a 12-point Knicks lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for New York.
And they shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
But they've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Williams, a screen on Bridges. Inside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
That free throw good from Tiny. Every year, Doris, the NBA has a few points of emphasis they want to make. Anything you'd like to see emphasized?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, one thing that has to happen is we have got to give the defense a greater chance to succeed. We've tilted the game too heavily in the offense's favor, meaning too often at the rim, there's foul shots given for marginal contact. I think the
And good! He hits it again.
A 60-piece. Goodness. And it's not his first of the season.
Raleigh is tied for the fourth most 60-point games during a single season. Just incredible. To the inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Knicks.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And so checking out their record tonight, it'll mark win number 32 overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a two-game season series.
And good! There's another.
And what a night. Arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. Here's Dort. Pass to Caruso. Releases. The rebound by McBride. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
And another one.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
You're first. Thanks, Donna. So you guys have been at your best against the top teams in the league. What do you think about that?
That this team is a contender, Michelle. Period.
That's right, MP. They can't stop you.
Your interview game is winning you a lot of fans.
Good job, MP. I see. Win this thing so we can get some Italian beef sandwiches.
Yo, MP, let's go.
Report back soon. MP, time to set goals for the second half of the season. You ready?
Yeah, let's do this. Take a look. Let us know what you think. I want to be the MVP. You looking for those
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every moment matters. Give everything you've got to this and you'll be rewarded.
Feeling you, MP.
Get after it, MP.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Two slam dunk champs, a battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Tipped away. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hardenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. And for an update on MP, let's send it over to Allie.
Hey guys, well, all eyes will be on the potential MVPs tonight. MP and I chatted about this challenge of facing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in this one, and he told me, I'm looking forward to it. I know Shai's a student of the game, so this will feel like a chess match at times. It's a test that we're both looking forward to. We'll see how strong his chess game is soon enough.
Good stuff. I know the chess pieces, but that's about it. Hardenstein in the post. The kick out to Williams. 6 to shoot. Goes up from the top of the key, and it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Grant, how about the rise of OK? OKC. In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Here's Tiny. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Down low. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Drops in the 3.
SGA doesn't rely on the 3 to get his points, but man, when it's falling, watch out.
Drives to the hoop. Nice shot by Tiny. Tiny's got 10 points.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Hartenstein finds Holmgren. Shot from 12. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Indeed, giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Tiny, no good.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Tipped. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. Achua's checked in for Hart. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Caruso, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. From deep, Holmgren. It's not going to go for him. New York leading by 5. Bridges passes to Tiny. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
People talk about 3 and D with Bridges, but he can pass it too.
And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
From undrafted to a key rotational player, Lou Dort's story is definitely inspirational, Grant.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, B.A., he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Luguentz Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love.
For Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jang. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Caruso. Here's Tiny, goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Tiny's got 14.
Great look, courtesy of Achua.
And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 14-point game. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. They're getting into the back half of a 4-game road trip. They've got Jalen Brunson. Achua is out there with Miles McBride, and it's Kolek in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Tiny in their last game against the Raptors had a huge game. He picked up 54 points, and as always, he was fantastic on the glass, a rebounding machine. A virtuoso performance that will be remembered for a very long time. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Outside, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Three-pointer. He got a piece of it.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this. Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City. playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
From 13, another one falls for New York.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander to stop the run, and it's New York with a rebound. Achua's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Tiny. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Tiny's got 12 now in this quarter.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets. Here.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Caruso, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Caruso. He's scoreless. Here's Hartenstein. Outside, Williams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
Their game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. New York out in front, just dominating this one. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the New York Knicks.
Everything they touch on the offensive end right now is turning to goal. It makes life easy when most of your play calls are working.
And we've got some trades being made around the league. Always a compelling story. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. Holmgren against Hartenstein. Rebounded by Tiny. Tiny's got 4 rebounds now.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daignault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. He's established himself as an MVP candidate. But what is the ceiling of SGA in your mind, Brent?
Well, if he's there now, isn't that good enough, BA? I mean, this guy has a chance to win an MVP award in the next 6 or 7 years and is going to be considered that caliber of player for that stretch. That's pretty awesome. He can put up big numbers, which is more impressive.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
And Williams has got the ball here for the Thunder. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Dort outside, 4-3. Okogie pulls down the board.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
They get it back. Here's Hart. Crops in the layup for 2. Hart's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Outside, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Brunson. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. On the assist from Williams.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
Nice shot by Tiny.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Hartenstein with a screen on Brunson. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Rebounded by Tiny. Tiny's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing this second half in the mud.
Pass to Dort. Lets it go from deep. He drops it from range. Dort's got 5.
Yeah, talk about a guy who made himself into a solid three-point shooter. Lou Dort.
They set the pick. Here's Tiny. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Caruso, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Nice shot by Tiny.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Payne against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's Tiny. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Joe comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. New York shooting their 2nd free throw attempt on the night. And the free throw, no good. And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, BA, isn't it interesting, Tom Thibodeau? Lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard. They play defense first. They play a ton of minutes. But this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
Dort outside. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Tiny.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And that one drops. Tiny's got 42 in the game.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
It's tipped. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Tiny's got 44.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Dort to pass to Caruso. And here's Wiggins. And here's Dort. McBride covers. Back to Caruso. Williams on the wing. 1 second left. That one is off. And so it's the New York Knicks building an insurmountable lead. Come on, they're up 38 points at the end of the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to...
So both teams changing it up here. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
They've got DeLon Wright, also Cameron Payne out there. Landry Shamet is out there with Precious Achiuwa, and it's Tiny in at the power forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. That free throw no good. As we know, Brent, experiencing some team drama is not an uncommon experience in the NBA.
Man, BA, as years went on and playing 7, 8, 9 seasons in the league, you almost started to invite some of that drama into the locker room. It's really a character builder, and it shows you that you care about what it is that you're doing. So the drama are always great lessons for how strong your team is going to be.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Shot from 12. Dort up top. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Knocks down the 18-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 21.
Excellent shot from SGA. I like seeing them shake loose in the mid-range.
Here's Tiny. He's covered by Holmgren. Fires high post. And it's New York with another.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Knicks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they notch another win, number 34 of the year.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Tiny.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He got it again! Sensational!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Outside, Williams. Dort outside. Pass to Holmgren. Hartenstein with it. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Gilgeous-Alexander. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Gilgeous-Alexander can hit you with a lot of moves. Tricky to defend.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Here's Tiny. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And here is Williams. And so New York takes this one by a big margin, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch.
thought they had a chance tonight.
Good night.
Great win tonight, MP.
You have been playing well as a starter.
Yeah, and we are confident it is the right move.
All right, look. I'll give it my best shot,